The diagnostic team were really quick to respond to the call for support in the pandemic. In fact, we were working on an epidemic preparedness project back in 2019, and this enabled us to respond really quickly to the call for projects. And we worked with an SME, Mologic Diagnostics, to secure Wellcome Trust funding to support the development and evaluation of a novel test. LFTM is uniquely positioned in that we have the largest number of Category 3 facilities in any institution in the northwest of England. That's been really important during the pandemic, and our ability to work with industry partners in supporting their access to those facilities. What Category 3 really means is we can handle and grow live virus, and we are culturing all the variants of concern. So that's really important, particularly for diagnostic companies, to be able to understand if their diagnostic is still performing as they'd expect with the new variant as it's circulating in the population.
Mologic has been an important project for the consortium. Since the beginning of the pandemic, Mologic has been our strategic partner. We applied for joint funds to develop diagnostic tests for Covid19, and the aim was to develop a test to be deployable for low and middle income countries. We got the first prototypes at the very beginning of the pandemic, even before Covid-19 was declared a pandemic by the WHO. And then we performed testing and evaluation of this diagnostic test, so the test can be quickly optimized for a final prototype. We perform two types of testing. First, analytical evaluation using a live SARS-CoV-2 virus. And to do that, we use LFTM extraordinary CL3 laboratories and the expertise of our researchers. And secondly, we use clinical samples that we obtain access very quickly during the pandemic thanks to collaborators. And then finally, LFTM was able to help produce data and help Mologic to CE mark these tests, and now they are commercially available.
FIND is the foundation for innovative new diagnostics based in Geneva. They're a not-for-profit organisation. That early success led FIND to approach the team, and they are now the UK evaluation site for FIND. And the data that the team are generating with clinical samples informs their decision making in the procurement of tests in countries, so we're really having an impact on global health policy.
So far at LFTM we have evaluated over 40 RDTs for Covid-19. I'm very proud to say that LFTM has been the only site in the UK that has been performing evaluations for FIND during the pandemic, and currently we are the only site that is doing clinical evaluations in Europe.
One positive thing that's come out of the pandemic is that the general population are much more used to using diagnostics and reading the results, and that opens up opportunities for more point-of-care diagnostics being used in the home. For example, at the moment we're using them just to simply rule out COVID infection, but it may be a time when we're able to diagnose flu or COVID or other respiratory illnesses at home. And certainly we're working with a lot of companies and keeping pace with the very latest technologies, and it seems to be that the gold standard molecular tests are being developed now in a point-of-care format, so it may be that we can get the accuracy of PCR molecular tests in the home in the future. So it's really exciting developments for the team. They're really keeping pace with those developments, and they're really very much open to working with companies in the future.